Hello and welcome to our pitch for the human dolls. My name is Nithya and this is Tia Norton and Antonia Fitchett. Within our pitch, my role is to talk about narrating, budgeting, makeup and hair design.
I'll be covering the narrative summary, costume design and the setting.
And I will be covering the narrative, the target audience and the relevance to the genre of horror.
You're never too old to play with dolls. Ethel, a psychotic Victorian widow, is haunted by a dark hobby where she transforms young girls into dolls. She soon forms a close relationship with Anna, her neighbour, and soon Ethel's twisted desire to control and manipulate puts Anna's life on the line.
With Ethel, in the process of creating a human doll, the camera will focus on the dolls' faces and the setting of the basement, only briefly showing shadows of Ethel.
The majority of the film will consist of flashbacks that hint at Ethel's past. These flashbacks will eventually reveal the cause of her psychotic nature. An example would be the death of her daughter and the impact that it had on Ethel.
This is the target audience section. So our film would be aimed at young adults and older teenagers. This is because the characters will be of a similar age. Our film has a sophisticated plot which will intrigue our chosen target audience. We have based our movie's target audience on the common audience that blockbuster horrors have gained in the past. An example is The Conjuring, which certificate is a 15. Therefore, we feel that it is important to make our film certificate also a 15, as it will suit the fan base of horror.
I will now be talking about the budget. After researching independent movies and the budget set for them, we have decided to have a budget of $600,000, which should cover the cost of the cast, the crew members, the location, the props, the makeups and the costumes. This should enable us to deliver a film fully suitable for the audience. Me and Tia will now talk about mise-en-scène, costume, makeup, hair and props.
The costume design will be an important aspect of the film. The dolls will wear bright distinctive clothing which will contrast against Ethel's ragged, dark clothing. Ethel's clothes will get darker as the film progresses, which will show her personality change. The parents of Anna, the wealthy Mr. and Mrs. Whitehall, will wear smart clothing to show their status and power.
The nature of the characters, for example, whether they're an antagonist or a protagonist, will be reflected in their hair and appearance. In order to make the film authentic, the characters will have hairstyles which would have been popular in the Victorian era. For example, Ethel's hair will initially be tidy to give her a sophisticated look. However, her hair will become bigger and messier as the film progresses. This is to show her personality changing throughout the film. We are going to be incorporating a variety of unique designs such as the ones displayed behind me. After researching doll makeup and hairstyles, we thought that would be good to include buns and accessories which show the doll's personality, particularly the accessories such as black bows that will give a daunting effect.
So why does our film belong to the horror genre? The film will consist of typical characters of horror movies, including a protagonist and an antagonist. In our film, the dolls are young girls who are innocent in order to make them suited to the typical damsel in distress character.
The actors and actresses that will be used will be teenagers with similar doll-like complexions, for example big eyes and voluminous hair. Also fair skin, therefore making the characters look more realistic.
The catalyst event is the strange friendship formed between the two main characters. The film contains events linked to murder and kidnapping, which will set a dark atmosphere.
The majority of the scenes will be filmed in an authentic Victorian house to make the setting more realistic. The interior will be decorated with antiques and portraits to make the Victorian house look old and realistic.
Sound will be a very important aspect of the movie to create suspense. The opening will include a song titled Creepy Doll Music, which should instantly make the audience aware of the genre. The soundtrack will consist of an orchestra also to create a haunted atmosphere.
You're never too old to play with dolls. Thank you for listening.